in social media. You have these other platforms hyping up, Quinton and AJ and, the other social Instagram account. I'm not going to name them, but they were posting all like really hyping up Quinton after prejudging. And I stuck to my guns and I went through pose for pose why I still, even after prejudging, had Jordan Hutchinson winning this show. So
every rep starts with fuel. Helix cream of rice, clean carbs, zero sugar, fast digesting energy that hits quick, fuels hard, and never sits heavy. 27 grams of pure carb power, nothing but rice and real flavor. Proudly made in Canada, built for champions. Grab yours now with code MuscleDiscord. Helix Foods, fuel the work, own the stage.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord, and I'm going to do my 2005 Tampa Pro Men's Open Bodybuilding Finals recap. And as predicted, I got it right. I'm going to gloat a little bit in this one. I had Jordan Hutchinson predicted to win this show. I had Quinton predicted to take second. John De La Rosa did not get in that top three as I predicted. And so the rest of my predictions did not fall into line. But the most important one did, and Jordan Hutchinson won this show. Now, first off, before we get into quick analysis here, after prejudging, social media was, this is bodybuilding. This is what bodybuilding looks like, right? And I understand why people say that about Quinton. Okay? I understand why people say that about Quinton, because he does have this is that body, hashtag bodybuilding look to him. But you can't just rely on that. And I think that's what a lot of people do in social media. You have these other platforms hyping up, Quinton and AJ and, the other social Instagram account. I'm not going to name them, but they were posting all like really hyping up Quinton after prejudging. And I stuck to my guns and I went through pose for pose why I still, even after prejudging, had Jordan Hutchinson winning this show. So let's go through the poses. That's enough. I told you so in that intro there. And we'll go in to these poses. Now, there was a battle between Jordan and Quinton. Joe was the surprise of the show. No one had him in their top four predictions, at least from what I've seen. And, but then John Jewett was in my top four. So I got that right. I actually had John in fourth. He got fourth. So I got that right too. So I got three of those top four right, actually. So pat on the back to myself for that one. But, so pose for pose. So I give Quinton the front double right off the bat. I give Quinton that pose. The side chest, I give to Jordan Hutchinson because he's more complete. And I'm guessing the judges saw that too, that he's more complete, head to toe, top to bottom, the hamstring, the thickness of the chest, the arm. It's just more complete in these poses. And Jordan is shaking his head because he's like, I know, I got this. The conditioning, again, hamstrings, glutes, the back detail is there, guys. I know you guys like Quinton's shape. He's very dominating. He's tall. A lot of people like taller bodybuilders, so they think just by default they should win. I don't think so, right? I'm Canadian. Quinton's Canadian. I should be rooting for. It's nothing. There's no bias there. You know what? I just look at the very fine details in an athlete. And Jordan has a very symmetrical looking physique. It's very proportional, right? It's very balanced is the word that I should use. As opposed to Quinton, he's got higher lat insertion, right? and the detail is not there in the back yet. He just needs to bring it up. And then you can see that the gap there in the hamstring, it's still there. He needs to really narrow that gap in the hamstring. Okay. Rear lat spread. Again, Quinton is wide, but he needs more thickness, density. And then the hamstrings and glutes again, you know, Jordan is just crushing it there. A little closer up here on these two guys side by side. The focus is Quinton and Jordan. Side tricep. I even gave Quinton a side tricep. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lean towards giving Quinton that side tricep because it really does look good on him. But other than that, there wasn't many other poses that Quinton was beating Jordan in. Ab and thigh. This is actually a pose that Quinton, I have him beating Jordan in. He just has a tighter waist. It's smaller. He looks really good in the pose. Abs look good. Quad separation is good. You know, so I gave that one to Quinton. Most muscular, you know, this Jordan is just so gnarly, Branch Warren-esque looking in this pose. The chest detail, the conditioning, the muscle hardness, the vascularity, it's just all there. So he's easily winning the most muscular, in my opinion. You know, Quinton, you just see nothing's really happening when he flexes his chest. He's got to work on it, man. You want to be Mr. Olympia. You want to be up there in the top 5 Mr. Olympia. You got to have body parts that actually move when you pose them. And right now, Quinton, his chest ain't flexing. It ain't posing. Even in the front lat spread, you just don't see that level of detail in his pecs. That's not there. So there was lots of disappointments in this show as well. Justin Shire was not in the top 10. Beef Stew was a letdown. Patrick Moore, I kind of had him where he was going to be in that top 10. He was in the top 10. Bruno Santos was kind of where I had him. Amir was where I had him. So I got this. This was a pretty good prediction for me on this show. And this was a tough one because there's so many guys, and I'm actually surprised I got a lot of it right. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I did a recap of the prejudging already, so a lot of it's the same. They both look the same in the finals for as compared to the prejudging. But yeah, good show, great stage production. Lighting was awesome, so nothing to disappoint there. Overall, you know, Quinton can go to Texas and try and win. I think Jordan's doing Texas. I think Jordan Hutchinson, if you're watching this, brother, go do Texas and go win it there too. Because you just beat Quinton here, so why not go get a paycheck and get another win under your belt, just like Rubio did, because it's next week. All right, so guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. You know, leave a comment below. Let me know if you thought Quinton should have won or if Jordan should have won. And, you know, give me your reasoning as to why. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Remember to subscribe and like the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.